All right, everybody, this is Chuck from B4. We're going to do an example here of our B4 squeeze today. We're going to do it on the NQ. You're going to see both B4 CoPilot and the B4 squeeze together in action in this video. As a disclaimer, this is recorded and narrated in post. It's sped up for presentation purposes. Hey, and just as a reminder, this Friday, June 2nd is our last day that our squeeze is on sale. Be sure to get 40% off. So we're going to have a coupon code here at the end of the video. Be sure to watch all the way to the end to get your discount code. And that discount code is also good for our annual and our one-time CoPilot purchase as well. So be sure to get that code. We've already popped out of a squeeze there. You can see that squeeze zone, the green zone there. We're going to arm CoPilot. The squeeze zones don't repaint. We had somebody ask a question about that earlier. What it does is as price passes through the zone, it'll turn either red or green as it goes bullish or bearish, and if it's neutral, it'll be gray. You can see our auto trend lines are wedging in right there, and also at the edge signal you can see that's high of day. So we're pressing through that right there above us, right there. That is our bullish and bearish levels. When price breaks above that level, we're full on breakout. Okay, we got an entry right there. All right, it's pushing through that. No need to move the stop yet. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and move it on up. Make sure we're into profit here. All right, that takes out our first target, and we have the auto trail strategy set. In case you're wondering where our other target is, it's way up there off of screen. Did a lot of testing with that, and I like it where it's at. We're going to see an example of that here in a little bit. All right, that takes us out for $1,248. Guys, if you're enjoying the video, please be sure to smash that like button. We appreciate you guys. The Cinco Span A, the Cinco Span B, and the Kijun are all going flat. When you're in that condition, price has a tendency to stall out, and as long as that Kijun stays flat, price will typically draw back to it. Let's see. Okay, we're going into a squeeze there. Let's see what's going to happen. We still should have some move here from that breakout. The Kijun and the Cinco Span A have turned up, so that's signifying that there's a possible breakout to the upside. This right here is a perfect example of a squeeze zone. Look how price just stopped right here. It's staying within the confines of our zone. Really strong support and resistance areas right there. And you'll see that it's squeezing in right there with our you'll see that it's squeezing in right there with our auto trend lines. Here we go with the stacked imbalance, triple stacked imbalances right here. Let's see if we're going to get a confirmed entry. The cloud still looks strong to the bullish side. There we go. The cloud and the Kijun all pointing up. Price moving up. We're going to go ahead and guard in profit right there just in case. All right, that takes us out $1,372. Guys, these squeeze zones are amazing. They give such a visual element to your chart. It really helps you distinguish your areas of support and resistance. Really helps you identify key fluctuation points. You just get set up, you're ready to go. We just armed right there at the triple stacked imbalance. Let's see if we're going to get another breakout here. Of course, you always have the option to enter manually whenever the price exits the squeeze zone, but we're going to let CoPilot do its thing. We got it armed. We're going to let it take its confirmed moves here. As a student of Ichimoku, you'll learn the principles of a trend, and you'll see that there's usually a wave 1, wave 2, and a wave 3. Let's see if we can get a wave 3 out of this. All right, here we go. CoPilot has entered us again. B4 squeeze is just one of those indicators that you look back and say, how did I ever trade without this thing? I'm loving it, guys. Now I moved that up manually there pretty fast. I noticed the thickness of that zone right there. I know that price has a tendency to move pretty freely in and out of those zones. Seeing that it moved up like that and formed that zone, my thought was that as fast as it went up there, it could go down. So I just went ahead and moved my stop up to take advantage of the situation. And right now we are up to $1,536. I'm glad I did. We're kind of pausing out right there. Trend line forming right there. We're still above the Kijun. Getting a series of bearish candles there, bearish delta. Just looking at potential targets here. If it does break down through the cloud. Each of those squeeze zones, of course, come to mind. Also the flat spots on the Cinco Span B on the cloud. We're at a critical area here. We're at the bottom level of the squeeze zone and the Cinco Span B support area there on the cloud. In this particular instance, since that zone is so wide, I'm keeping the CoPilot armed so we can get in either side. If it gets above that Kijun, we could see good potential to a bullish entry. All right, it got us in a long trade there, right breaking out of the top of the cloud. Check out the cloud. We're getting a Kumo twist right there. Let's see if that just blows that momentum up for us. Move that in, lock in some nice profit there. We're getting some red candles. There we go. That takes us out there. Let's go ahead and rearm. By the way, that was a nice move. We got a profit of $2,420. In retrospect, I missed some of this move, but that's part of trading. It happens to us all. Probably would have been better to keep that position. But let's see what it's going to do here. We got some red candles coming in. Struggling a little bit here. We do have CoPilot armed. Okay, there's a squeeze zone that pops up there. Let's see what it's going to do from here. Got a chance now to get into another position. Like I said, it just helps so much to have that visual representation on your chart. It really helps guide you through your trades. All right, there we go. Got an edge signal right there. Let's see if it's going to push through that or not. Bouncing off the top of that zone right there. Kind of pinched in here. Cloud looks healthy. We're now going below our Kijinsen, so our next line of defense in this trend is for price to find support at the Cinco span A. Of course, below that is the Cinco span B, the last line of defense. Also keep in mind that cloud, when it's thick like that, it is a stronger support. A lot of times you'll see price come down to the middle of a thick Kumo and get stopped out. The edge is the first target. I look to the middle of these thicker Kumos, and then of course the bottom support there is your Cinco span B. CoPilot has a phenomenal background color for trend detection. I really appreciate that about the system. If you'll notice there at the cloud, it's forming the head of the fish, meaning that it looks like the cloud is about to do a Kumo twist. If that's the case, we can expect a good breakdown here. Alright, there we are in the middle of the cloud. Stacked and balance is happening. Possible support. We do have CoPilot armed. We're in trend mode. There's support right there to the left of us. Let's see how it handles it. Let's see if we get a nice Kijin bounce and a return to the downside. Got the future cloud twisted down, but it is weak. We'd like to see that Cinco span A pointing down. Also the Cinco span B pointing down if we're going to get a bearish move. We are still in the tail of the fish there. We need to get into the body of the fish to get the meat of the move. Guys, we want to take the time right now to thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching this video. We appreciate you very much. Please like and subscribe, and please watch this to the end of the video. It helps with our ratings. And if you're curious and would like to learn more about Ichimoku, you can do that by subscribing to us, getting our CoPilot or our Algo package. We have a live trading room that we trade in every morning, and I teach Ichimoku, things that you won't find hardly anywhere else on the internet or in books. There are a lot of secret techniques that just people don't know about, and we teach those in our sessions. So be sure to sign up if you're interested. If we step back for a minute and look at the big picture, we're below the cloud. We have a bearish background here, and we have rejected out of that squeeze zone. So we are armed. We're waiting for the perfect opportunity here. There it goes. Nice confirmed move. Let's see how easily it's going to move down to the bottom of that squeeze zone. All of our high A lines are pointing down, so that's a good thing. Let's see if we can get some momentum here. I don't want to snuff that out. I want to give it enough room to work itself out. Still trying to find support at that stacked and balance. Okay, there we go. Getting another squeeze, and we're wedging in there with our auto trend lines, which is something you'll find happen quite often at our squeezes. The clouds turn down. We're below the cloud. We're below the Kijun. And all right, Seiko span A and the Kijun have turned down for us. That gives us a good sign that we're going to break down. We've got our stop loss in a good place. Okay, good. We're breaking down. Good. We're breaking down there. All right. Probably need to go ahead and move our stop loss. Yikes. Let's see if it rejects back out of that zone. Sometimes that breakout will come back and get a retest. Alright, let's guard behind that triple stacked imbalance right there. Again, the reason for doing that is we recognize that that's where the institution placed their money there. Now watch how this stop loss, trailing stop loss, I got it set what I consider perfect on the ES here, not on the NQ here. Beautiful execution there. I'm not going to touch it. I'll just let it do its thing. That line is part of our bullish bear line. It's called our mean, and it actually acts as a magnet. Nice target right there. Beautiful clean move there with CoPilot. Alright, we're going to go ahead and end this video here. That's going to go ahead and take us out at $5,004.